we have not come here for Bowtikvad. Bowtikvad means materialism. My Acharya gave really beautiful knowledge yesterday morning, afternoon, and also in the night. Yesterday night at 12 o'clock, we did Purnavati and we entered the new year with Ved Mantra. Of course, this is a new year which is man-made. My Acharya always says that this new year is man-made, but still, since we are using this new year for our other activities of life, so my Acharya always says that we must do yajna at every point of time. So my Acharya had started, doing yajna during the new year for the last several decades now. So during every new year, 31st December midnight, my Acharya will chant Veda mantras, and then after 12 o'clock we put Purnavati and then sleep. So yesterday my Acharya gave really beautiful knowledge. My Acharya told this point that we have not come here for Bowtikvad or materialism. The only reason we have come here is to utilize the Bowtikvad, is to utilize the materialism, the materialistic articles of this universe to advance in spiritualism, to advance in spiritual path, which is the Vedic path. Na anya panta vidyate ayana. There is only one path, there is no second path. The only one path is the Vedic path. But today we have taken the mainstream of Bautikvad, that we have come here, like we are living life today, that Bautikvad is the mainstream. We have completely left the Vedic path. 99% of us, the people in this universe, do not know what is Vedas. The rest of the people who know Vedas also, they do formality. So my Acharya was telling that आयु प्रतिदिन घटती जा रही है. Every day our life is decreasing by one day. But the reality is your life is not decreasing at all, because you are Jivatma. Your life is decreasing with reference to your body only. Because you consider you to be your body, you say that, or we say that our life is decreasing. But from the point of view of Brahma Vidya, we are Jivatma. The purpose of our life is to realize that we are Jivatma, and Paramatma is the Srishti Karta. Paramatma is the ultimate supreme being who is the abode of all the bliss. So if we give a little bit attention to this fact that we are not going to die by the knowledge of the Vedas, because you cannot attain the Brahma Vidya, you cannot realize that you are Jivatma without Vedas. Without Vedas, nobody has ever and nobody will ever realize that he or she is a Jivatma. So my Acharya was telling that you must be thankful towards your parents, because parents are the one who made your body, but you are not the body. You must utilize the Bautikvad to advance in the Adhyatmikvad. The Bautikvad is your sharir. You must utilize your materialistic sharir, materialistic body, to advance in the spiritual path. So when you really understand this secret by again and again and again listening this knowledge from the Acharya, then you will come out of the fear of death. Because the reason for fear of death is avidya. The reason for the fear of death is mo mamta, mo maya. And the reason for avidya is the rajagun, tamagun, sattvagun, prakriti. So we have considered the rajagun, tamagun, sattvagun, prakriti as our own. We are not rajagun, tamagun, sattvagun, prakriti. We are jivatma. But because we are stuck in the materialistic articles, we consider ourselves to be the human body. Like my Acharya was explaining that when a yogi realizes in samadhi, a yogi realizes that he is not the body. So my Acharya says that, okay, you are sitting in the yajna now, it is, you are putting ahutis in the yajna, but you never ever will think that you are yajna. You know very clearly, distinctively, you know that you are not yajna, you are separate, yajna is separate. Similarly, a yogi realizes that he is separate and his body is separate. He has absolute distinction between the body and the Jivatma by doing tapasya, by doing the Vedic sadhana. So my Acharya was telling that at least by listening this kind of knowledge, Vivek Gyan ki utpat karo. Vivek Kyati means Vivek Gyan ki utpatti karo. Without Vivek Gyan, without the ability to distinguish between mortal and immortal, eternal and non-eternal, Sukh and Dukh, etc., that is the Vivek. Without that, you cannot attain any happiness in this world. All the other happiness will be very temporary. And my Acharya was telling one story of Adi Shankaracharya ji, where Adi Shankaracharya, using his siddhis, he moves out of his body and he enters a dead body because he wants to understand some secret about Grahastha. So he moves out of his body and he tells to his disciples that I am going out of my body. After some time I will come inside my body. Keep my body safe. So he knows that he is a Jivatma. He absolutely leaves the body. He enters to the other's body and then lives in that body and come back again to Adi Shankaracharya body. So this is possible only by a yogi. No other person can do it. So, but unfortunately we are stuck in the body. We are so much stuck in the body because of the attraction of the momamta prakritis, rajagun, tamagun, sattvagun. So my Acharya was telling that if you are not a yogi, if we are not a yogi, if anybody is not a yogi, then yoga chitta vritti nirodha, if that is not attained, then tadadarashtuhu swarupe avasthanam, the Jivatma cannot understand that it is Jivatma. Then what happens? Vritti sarupyam itratra. In the absence of samadhi, in the absence of asampragyat, the final stage of samadhi, vritti sarupyam, the chitta vritti, Jivatma thinks that it is chitta vritti. Jivatma thinks that it is human body. Jivatma thinks that this is my wife, my property, my land, my money. Everything he will own by himself. But whereas Jivatma is absolutely distinct from that. So my Acharya was telling that Atmik Sukh, we must try to aim for Atmik Sukh. And Atmik Sukh is possible only when somebody does sadhana by closing his eyes. Today people have opened their senses. They are seeing different items. They are listening different songs. They are doing sparsh of different articles. But Atmik Sukh, the Chitta Vritti can get controlled only by closing the eyes and doing tapasya, doing sadhana. Unless we do sadhana continuously day in and day out, morning and evening, Chitta Vritti will never get controlled. And unless and otherwise Chitta Vritti gets controlled, we will never be able to realize that we are Jivatma. We will always be stuck in the sansar and we will always think that all the sansar articles are ours. This is mine, this is my body, this is my wife, my property, etc. So, Indriya, we must control the Indriya Sukh. And my Acharya was, explaining one Ved mantra where the Almighty God says that by doing yajna, your Indriya gets controlled. Your Indriya slowly will get into complete control by repeated yajna. So, we must try to increase the number of yajna in our life. Yajna means where Acharya is present, you are coming to the residence of Acharya, you are serving there, and then listening the Brahma Vidya from Acharya, trying to understand it, putting ahutis, praying to Almighty God by stuti, prarthana, upasana, in the presence of Acharya is yajna. So by doing yajna repeatedly, continuously, Almighty God says your indriya will get controlled. By doing yoga abhyas and by doing sadhana, by closing the eyes, the indriya will get controlled, otherwise there is no other option. इसके अलावा there is no other option. इसके अलावा we will be in Vishaya Vikar, we will be in Kam, Krodh, Madlab, Ahankar always, and we will always think that we are the human body. And also my Acharya was telling about the greatness of Guru. My Acharya sang many bhajans on Guru. Guru means one who has attained Samadhi, one who is a Samadhist yogi, one who has control of all the lokas. God says in Samaveda, my Acharya quoted on Samaveda mantra, God says that this to yogi, that this all the three lokas means the Devalok, the Antariksh lok and the Prithvi lok, this universe is yours. it is under your service, hey yogi, you are the malik of this universe. Samveda mantra 777, a very secretive mantra. Only a yogi can translate this mantra. If you read the Samveda in the in Arya Samaj books, you cannot understand the meaning. So here my Acharya was telling that we must go to such a guru, and such guru we must try to do service to such guru, and we must take diksha from such guru. And my Acharya was telling that diksha ke bina koi sahara nahi. When we do not attain diksha from Acharya, there is no sahara, there is no shelter for a jivatma. The true shelter for jivatma, my Acharya was telling, there are only two mitra, one is Paramatma, other one is Acharya, from whom we are taking diksha. So all of us must try to take shelter of such an Acharya who is a Samadhisth yogi. And my Acharya was trying to explain one Guru Bhakti story where Shivaji Maharaj's Guru Ramdas, his name is Ramdas Maharaj. So Ramdas had so many shishya, and then of course it's not a Vedic story, but just trying to give the importance of Guru Bhakti. So Ramdas thought that there are so many shishya, I don't know who is true disciple. So Ramdas ji will take rest for 2 days. He will tell to his disciples, don't disturb me for a couple of days, I am going in ekant. So he will go and take rest, and then after coming back he will show that, see my legs, I got a pus formation in my leg, so there is a big pus in my leg. And then he will say that no medicine is working, so I try to remove this in the ekant, but nothing is working. Only one option is there, somebody has to suck the pus, but if somebody sucks the pus he will die, but I will be okay. So I want one of you, in your thousands of people here, I want one of you to help me to suck the pus. So only Shivaji will be ready to do that. So Shivaji will start and then start taking out the pus by sucking it, and then Shivaji will see that slowly he is getting sweetness in the, it's not like a pus, it is so sweet. So finally he will remove the full everything, he will suck, and then he will see that inside there is a mango. So his guru would have kept a mango. So my Acharya is telling that, see, out of thousands of disciples there is only one true disciple to that Ramdas Maharaj, that is Shivaji Maharaj. And Shivaji was turned out to be a very great warrior because of his guru's blessing. So similarly, who is a true disciple of a guru? Actually you are all here, but maybe one or two only. There is the true disciple of guru will be ready to sacrifice his tan man dhan pran to Acharya. So that is the great, and here this is my opinion, here this is about Acharya, Yoga Acharya, not about Ramdas Maharaj where he is a warrior, he is teaching, he is not a Yoga Acharya. So in this case also we must be more serious towards. My Acharya said that no guru will want his shishya to die, no guru will say that suck the pus, but it's a test that who is the real disciple. And Shivaji was ready to sacrifice his life. He said, he told his guru that I am ready to die, I will suck your pus and I will die, you will be alive, so no problem for me. And then other shishyas will go away. So Shivaji Maharaj identifies that, see, there is only one true shishya for me, Ramdas Maharaj. So like that my Acharya told many stories about the gurus and shishya. So we must try to be, my Acharya said, you must become a bhakt of a guru, and that guru must be a yogi, that guru must be a Vedic philosopher. You must not become bhakt for so called gurus. This is very important. And my Acharya told that Ishwar ke nyaya vyavastha se koi bhi nahi bach sakta. You can show yourself to be a great disciple in front of Acharya, you can act, you can do whatever it is, but Ishwar ke nyaya se nahi bach sakta. You can do anything, any karma to show that you are a great person, etc. But if you are really great, it's okay. Otherwise, Ishwar ki nyaya vyavastha se koi nahi bach sakta. My Acharya was also telling about some of his experience with some of his disciples. And also my Acharya was telling that my Acharya was speaking about the importance of time from Atharva Veda. Just before we entered into New Year, my Acharya was speaking about the importance of time, where Almighty God says the Buri Reta, time is so so powerful, it is so massive that it carries the entire universe. Time carries the entire universe, and God calls time as the Prathama Devata. Before even the universe creation, time existed. Time always exists. Time is eternal. Time will never die. These are all Veda mantras. And Kalo Ashwa Vahati. The time is like a horse, running horse. You see a horse which is running in the street, and then you keep on saying it, it will go away from your eyesight. Similarly, the time will not wait for you. It will keep on going. It will vanish away from your eyesight. It will take away your life. But the mantra says, above this horse, this Kal horse, Upama Alankar, above this horse there is one pot kept by Almighty God. That pot is full of all the wealth and all the happiness, all the bliss are there inside the pot. The person who is able to ride the horse will take all the property, all the happiness, all the bliss, all the moksha. So that means my Acharya said only few people who are real yogis, who became yogis, before becoming yogis they utilized their time properly. So they actually did not waste any single moment in their life. They completely utilized the time. They took a ride on the horse. Similarly, you must also not waste the time. Even if it is 12 o'clock, my Acharya was doing Igya in 12 o'clock, even if it is 12 o'clock, so what? You are doing Ishwar Bhakti, you are doing Acharya Seva, you are doing listening to Veda Vidya, you are putting ahutis. So, very important for us to understand, to utilize the time. My Acharya said from Rig Veda that God says, even don't waste time, which is equivalent to blinking of eyes. So do not waste time even to such that extent that you cannot waste the time even for blinking of eyes. That means continuously utilize your time from morning to night until sleep. Utilize your time. This is not my knowledge, my Acharya's knowledge. Of course, I also waste my time so much in seeing YouTube shorts, etc., etc. So it's learning for me and learning for all of us. But we must utilize the time properly. When we utilize the time properly, moksha is not far away. Moksha is easy to attain. My Acharya says, I have always utilized my time all along, even today also, even now also, at 85 years also, I utilize my time fully. So this is the greatness of Acharyas. This is the difference between Rishi, Tapasvi and normal people. They utilize the time, we waste the time. So my Acharya explained the Kal mantra from Atharveda, saying that this is so important. You must utilize the time, do not waste the time. Further, my Acharya told about, in the yesterday's evening yajna, my Acharya spoke about one important concept: Gyan diye bina gyan kabhi nahi hota. Nobody can get any knowledge in this world unless the knowledge is given. So the first knowledge is given by Paramatma directly through the Vedas. If God had not given the knowledge of the Vedas, nobody would have got any knowledge. We would have got knowledge only to serve, maybe to sustain our life, maybe. That too is a doubtful, but okay, we would have eaten some grass and other things. We would not have known what is science, what is Bowtikvad. We could not know what is dharma, what is adharma. Nothing we will be knowing. Gyan diye bina gyan kabhi nahi hota. That's why you see animals they live the life to sustain, like ahar nidra bhaya maitunya, doing ahar, eating food, nidra karna, sleeping, bhaya karna, fear of death, and then maitunya, sex. That's it. Santan utpatti karna. These four things we will also do. Humans also would have done, and still we are doing without Vedas knowledge, without spirituality. We are doing today, all of us. So Gyan diye bina, if Paramatma had not given the Brahma Vidya that this is Prakriti made universe, your body is Prakriti made, your Panchabhautik body, you are not body, you are Jivatma, I am Paramatma, I am the creator of the universe. This is the science. Every knowledge if God had not given in the Vedas, we would have become like animals only. So today also, if we don't adopt the Vedas, we are like animals only. This is the important thing. And also my Acharya told that यज्ञ के लिए we must dedicate our some time, we must dedicate our energy for यज्ञ. यज्ञ के लिए तो सामग्री चाहिए, वो इकट्ठा करो. जो सामग्री चाहिए, सामग्री means not only the samagri what we put in ahuti. For doing yajna, whatever we need, we must try to save in our life. For doing yajna we need money. I have to, like, I live 2,000 kilometers away, I have to travel, so I need money. So for yajna samagri ikattha karo. You need money, you need good health, you need all the things whatever is needed to go to Acharya, to listen Vedas and adopt Vedas in life. Do all the necessary things, rest all leave it, rest all is not needed. And then यज्ञ सुख शांति का हेतु है. Only one reason in this world the peace can be established, the sukh can be established, shanti can be established, is through yajna, through the Vedas. Yajna is done through Vedas only. There is, without Vedic knowledge we cannot do yajna, without Acharya we cannot do yajna. So all these are connected, and sukh shanti in this world can be possible only by yajna. And also my Acharya told one important thing, जो विद्वान को दान नहीं करता है वो नष्ट हो जाता है. Very very important knowledge. If we are not donating, giving dakshina to Acharya, our hard earned money, if we are not donating to Acharya for the purpose of the Vedas, for the purpose of the yajna, then नष्ट हो जाता है वो दान, वो धन नष्ट हो जाता है. We will the money, the not only the money, the sukh, everything will get destroyed in this janma and also in the next janmas. So by giving donation to Acharya we are actually preserving our bliss. So very very important knowledge. And Yajurveda says that without doing yajna, everything whatever you use is ashuddh. God says in the Vedas, if you are not thankful to me, if you are not doing stuti prarthana upasana, if you are not doing Acharya seva, if you are not doing yajna, listening and adopting Vedas, everything what you use, your food is ashuddh. Even if you wear a suit which is 20,000 rupees, 2 lakh rupees, it is called as ashuddh. It is Rakshas ki juta, Rakshason ka juta hai, jutan. So very very important. यज्ञ के बिना सब अशुद्ध. So we must try to do yajna, agnihotra in our home. And yajna, my Acharya was telling yesterday in Amavasya Ahuti, he said naha piprahi. Piprahi means whatever agnihotra we do at home will get complete only by doing yajna. Like I come once in 6 months or 3 months to Acharya. After 3 months I do agnihotra at my home. When I come for yajna, when I put ahutis in front of Acharya with humbleness, with complete surrendering to Acharya, with no ego, ahankar, etc. When I put ahuti, listen Vedas from Acharya, then the God says in Amavasya mantra, your agnihotra, whatever you have done, will get complete in the yajna. So naha piprahi, all the things whatever we yearn for in our life will get completed in the vayiheyaran, will get completed in the yajna. Very very important. And my Acharya told another point that Shakahari, we must become vegetarian. Shakahari, Masahari, Mas mein, my Acharya told Mas mein koi takat nahi. There is no power in the non-veg food. Non-veg food cannot be attained without himsa. God says ahimsa, you must follow ahimsa at every stage in your life and always be Shakahari. Always be vegetarian, never even think of consuming non-vegetarian food. Non-vegetarian food will invite diseases in your body. Vegetarian food is the best for doing tapasya. Vegetarian food is the food which is prescribed for human beings by Almighty God in the Vedas, and we must follow ahimsa. We must never do hinsa. And also we must pray always in the yajna. We must pray that Vedon se dur mat hona kabhi bhi. He Paramatma, let me not get away from the Vedas at any point in my life. Let me always be in your shelter, in Vedic shelter. Let me always be in the Acharya shelter. So further, many knowledge my Acharya told. One last thing my Acharya told is, what you listen from the mouth of Acharya, be it a bhajan, be it a pravachan, be it any other knowledge, whatever you listen from the mouth of Acharya is called as Vedas. If you listen the knowledge from anybody else, like example, I am telling this, my Acharya told something and I am telling to you, what you listen is not Vedas. If Acharya speaks and the disciple listens, then that is Vedas, because Vedas emanates from Samadhisthi yogis. Whatever we speak is Sanhita, like knowledge what I speak is Vang Matram Natu Tattvam Chite Stite. Sanhita knowledge, bookish knowledge. Okay, I have tried, I am trying to understand my Acharya knowledge, I have taken notes and I am trying to tell you. This is bookish knowledge. This is not Vedic knowledge. Vedic knowledge can be listened only from Acharya. No other person can explain Vedic knowledge. Yeah, we can understand bookish knowledge of Vedas through other people, but real Vedas is listened from Acharya. So these are some of the most important knowledge my Acharya gave yesterday. And Acharya spoke a lot about Guru Bhakti, and in his life experience where he traveled to Bihar, he said, he said one important thing, that for Acharya, Amir Garib dono ek hi hai. You are a rich person, you are a multi-billionaire, or you are a garib, you are living in a hut, you have only food for one time a day. For a yogi, both are equal. Yogi will never differentiate between Amir and Garib. From the bhavana star, from internal treatment, a yogi will treat both billionaire and poor person as same his own son or daughter. So thank you so much. Namaste. Om.